our next topic, that is we are going to consider the theorems. Okay, so the very first theorem, that is a superposition theorem, the first theorem of this topic. First, the definition we will see. In any network containing two or more sources, the resultant current or the voltage in any branch, it is the algebraic sum of the effect. Okay, so consider this one circuit. Suppose this one, the two resistor has been assigned to you with a voltage like this. Here the opposite voltage they have given here. You have to mark positive, negative, negative and the positive. Here it is the resistor R2, here it is R1 with A and B terminal. So this is the circuit to this particular definition. The effect that would produced by each source acting alone at the other sources of the EMF being replaced meanwhile by the other respective internal resistance. So first you have to consider this circuit, you have to understand this circuit and what is the meaning you first understood. Okay students, now as we have considered this circuit, what you have to do, suppose it is marked, it is a V1 voltage, it is the V2 voltage. What is your ultimate aim? We have to find out the voltage across this A and B. Means what is VAB is equal to what? This thing they have asked, and this thing it is written in this particular definition. Okay, now we have to solve this one. Very first, consider the V2. Consider V2 as short circuited. V2 as short circuited. What you have to do? You have to first draw that particular V2 as a short circuited diagram. Then that diagram will be look like this. Okay. One resistor and this short circuited diagram will be look like this. Okay, with a terminal A and B, it is V1, it is R2, it is R1. So this is the simple one diagram, that this voltage we have short circuited, we have redrawn the diagram. Then after redrawing this diagram, you will be able to understand that this R1 and R2 forms a voltage divider. Okay, you just write down R1 and R1 and R2 forms a voltage divider. Okay, this voltage divider here, then you will be obtaining the equation, that is VR1 is equal to VAB. Okay, VR1 is equal to VAB. Now by looking this VR1, you will be getting VR1 is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by V1. Okay, VR1 is equal to this R1 divided by R1 plus R2, as it is a voltage divider. You will be obtaining this value, since that only the voltage is being present here, so you will be getting the equation, that is a first number equation. Okay, we have considered the first value. Then second number, it is A consideration. Then the B consider V1 to be short circuited, Now how will be the diagram? The diagram will look like this. Resistor with a negative value, and V1 is short circuited. It will look like this with the A and B. It is R2, R1 and V2. Again the same thing, R1 and R2, it is again the voltage divider resistor, and the opposite value of the voltage is being represented here. So at this part, VR2 is equal to again VAB. So what you will be getting, VR2 is equal to, you will be getting this. Now when it was the first consideration, we are marked here as a R1 by R1 plus R2. So when this one arises, the second value, that is R2, R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiply by, as it is a minus, since it is minus V2, you will be getting. And at the end, what you have to do, VAB is equal to VR1 plus VR2. So you will be obtaining the voltage across A and B like this. Okay, it will give you the superposition value or superposition theorem's value, that is VAB is equal to VR1 plus VR2. Okay, superposition theorem. Consider one resistor, the voltage source the V2 value, V1 value, V2 is having the voltage 3 volt, V1 is having a 15 volt, here it is R2, it is having a 600 ohms, R1 it is having the value 400 ohms. It is a terminal A and terminal B. This is the problem given to you and you told to find out the superposition theorem. What you have to find out? You have to find out the value across VAB. What is the value for VAB is equal to what? This much you have to find out. So in the last we have proof the value for VAB. Okay, what you have to consider? You have to consider the short circuited terminal across that V2 and V1, then we will be obtaining the value VAB. Okay, for that thing you have to remind in your mind. The solution, again you have to redraw it. Listen, okay. After redrawing it, short circuit, the first number step, short circuit the voltage V2. Okay, and redraw the circuit. What circuit you will be getting? One resistor like this, one resistor like this voltage source and short circuited terminal, that is V2. The circuit obtained will be like this. You just mark all the value, that is R2 is equal to 600 ohms, R1 is equal to 400 ohms, V1 is equal to 15 volt. Okay, after short circuiting you have got this diagram. After getting this diagram, you have that formula. Okay, as you know that this R1 and R2 will be behaving as a voltage divider resistor. So for this voltage divider resistor, you have VR1 is equal to VAB. Okay students, so what is this value for the VR1? You have the formula, just write down that formula. VR1 is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiply by V1. What is the value for R1? It is 400. Again R1 plus R2, that is 400 plus 600 multiply, what is the value for V1? It is 15. So 400 divided by 1000 multiply by 100 is equal to this one will be get cancelled. So you will be obtaining the value, that is a 6 volt. Okay, it is a 6 volt. Then consider the second number, second short circuit. I will write them only the short form. Short circuit the V1. Okay, after short circuiting the voltage V1, you will get here short circuited voltage V1, resistor, this resistor, and now this voltage you will be obtaining like this. V2 is equal to, what is the value for V2? It is 3 volt. Here it is A, here it is B. It is R2 is equal to 600 ohms, R1 is equal to 400 ohms. Okay, we have got this value. Again, what will be the consideration? VR2 is equal to, again, the VAB. Okay students, so VR2 What formula we will be obtaining? So VR2 is equal to, it is R1, it forms the voltage divider resistor, and that's why you will be getting R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiply by, now here the sign, minus V2. Okay, so here what is the value for R2? It is 600 divided by 400 plus 600 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to, you will be getting 600 divided by 1000 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to, this one will be get cancelled, here 30 and 3, you will be obtaining this value as a 1.8 volt. Okay, then at the end we have this VR1 and VR2. Okay, what is our ultimate aim? Your ultimate aim is to find out the value for VAB. This VAB is equal to VR1 plus VR2 is equal to, what is the value for VR1? Here VR1 is equal to 6 volt. You make the mark like this. Here VR2 is equal to 1.8 volt. You make that particular in a box like this. Then here 6, you will obtain minus 1 point, this one value, plus minus 1.8 is equal to 6 and minus 1.8, you will be getting 4.2 volt. Okay, at the end VAB is equal to 4.2 volt. In this way the problem you have to solve. Okay, consider the second number problem. The problem is like this. Again the two voltage source, that is V1 and V2 is given to you, V1 and V2. This is the resistor R2, it is the resistor R1, it is A terminal A and the B. We have to find out the voltage across A and B by using the superposition theorem. Okay, VAB is equal to what? By using the superposition theorem we have to find out the value. Okay, what is the value assigned to it, voltage V1? It is 24 volt. It is 24 volt. V2 it is 9 volt. R2 it is 30k. R1 it is 60k. Okay, and you are told to find out the superposition theorem. What is the first step? Yes, it is first step, you have to short circuit the voltage V2, voltage source V2, and redraw the circuit. So after short circuiting, here the circuit diagram will look like this. Okay, with a terminal A and B. Here the value for R2 it is 30k, R1 it is 60k, V1 is equal to 24 volt. Okay students, now you have the formula, that is VR1 is equal to VAB. So again VR1 is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by this V1. So what is the value for R1? Here it is R1, here it is R2. It is 60 divided by 60 plus 30 multiplied by, what is the value for V1? It is 24 volt. So 60 divided by 90 multiplied by 24. After solving, 24 is this one value and here the value, you will be getting the 16 volt. Okay, then consider the second number, short circuit the voltage source V1 and redraw the circuit. After redrawing the circuit, the voltage one we have short circuited, we have drawn the R2 resistor, R1 resistor, and here the voltage V1 2 is equal to 9 volt. Okay, then here the A terminal and the B terminal, R2 is equal to 30k, R1 is equal to 60k. Fine. You have VR2 is equal to again VAB. Okay, so the formula you will be getting VR2 is equal to R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by V2. Okay, what is the value for R2? 30. 30 divided by 30 plus 60 multiplied by V2. Here the minus value has been assigned to you because the loop will be look like this. So minus 9 is equal to, what will be the value? 30 divided by 90 multiplied by 9 is equal to, what you will be getting? You will be getting minus 3 volt. Okay, and at the end VAB is equal to VR1, this is VR1, it is VR2, V plus VR2 is equal to 16 plus minus in bracket minus 3 is equal to 19 volt. So VAB is equal to 19 volt. So you obtain the value. In this way, the superposition theorem problems has to be get solved by you. Okay, thank you.